Well, I'm getting tired of hopping on here and saying it wasn't pretty. But guys, it wasn't pretty. I mean, it was really pretty for, I guess, 8 minutes in the second half when the game should have been wraps, but Arkansas kept fighting and we kept bowing down. But at the end, Tennessee did what we hoped and what we knew we would do. Maybe not in the way that it would happen, but Tennessee continues to just win football games. When will the just win stop, though? You can see it all around the SEC. You can see it all around college football right now. Teams are just winning, just getting by to inferior opponents. Ole Miss yesterday, barely beating Washington State in Oxford, Mississippi. There's more. Alabama going on the road to Missouri, barely winning that football game. Missouri having a chance to win that football game late. And a young quarterback makes a young decision and sells the ball to nobody. I can't wait for this week. It's a good week to be a Vol. It's a great week to be a Vol. It's an interesting week to be a Vol. But we dive in today, man, to the next day, Arkansas week. What a game it was. Tennessee gets out to a great lead there in the second half and just crumbles it. And we have our concerns. We have our frustrations. We have our doubts. But we also have our positives. We have our exciting things that we're excited to talk about. But how can Tennessee go to Tuscaloosa this week and win that football game? Is it possible? Yes. But how? Me, Dill, C2, we diving in today, man. The chat, this your show like always. But let's get into it, man. It is the next day, Arkansas week. You already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Let's get it popping.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Mashak's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! Jabari Mashak wins it! A strike, Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss, and for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
I said it's great to be a Tennessee Vol, even when Tim Banks can't call at all. What's good, straight up Tennessee fam? It's your boy running up. Hey, y'all didn't know we was having Dr. Seuss nursery rhymes tonight, did you? But Dilly in the building, C2 in the building, man. Y'all know what to do. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel, man. We've had a surge over the weekend as well, man. Y'all keep liking, man. Like this video, share this video right now. It is producing numbers, man. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. The whole squad appreciates it. And we get to get on here and enjoy the good times. We get to get on here and enjoy the bad times. And I think last night was one of those, like, I think we're having a good time. Like, I just, like, I can't explain how much of a roller coaster this entire era really of Josh Heupel has been. You know, the thing that was different, and we'll start it off like this, boys. We didn't even talk about this in the before we started, but I want to start it off like this. Like, think back to 2021. We had no idea what we were getting into, right? Like, no idea what Tennessee would be. We knew we would score points, and in 2021 we did that. We scored points, and we started to see a more exciting brand of football, right? You get to 2022, and there were and if anyone on here says, oh, I thought we would do what we did in 2020, you're an idiot. No, you didn't. None of us thought that we would experience what we experienced in year 2 with Josh Heupel. But y'all, like, we were terrible defensively, like terrible defensively. That was the epitome of bend, don't break, right? Then you get to 2023. Your offense takes a step back with Joe Milton, not necessarily because Joe Milton was bad, but Joe had a very big struggle with getting the football down the field. He had no problem getting it down the field. We just had no clue where the football was going to end up. And so the defense played well that year. I don't even think, statistically, it is actually one of the better years in what we would call like great years of Tennessee defense under Heupel. It was honestly in some statistical categories better than once we got to 2024 and we leaned on the defense completely. You get to 24, you're excited about Nico Iamaleava. Well, we see what pans out there. Young guy, not ready to play really, and he struggles the same way as Joe Milton did, getting the football 20 or more yards down the field. But the defense is genuinely what won us football games last year. Like when you really look back and you go through each and every game, the defense in 2024 is what genuinely won us football games. We didn't have a team score more than 30 on us or more than 20 on us until we went to Athens. Like, that's insane, right? Last night, you played good enough to keep this team under 20 points for 3 quarters. An offense, guys, that is in the top 10. They're top 10 in a lot of statistical categories offensively. Taylor Green is top 6 in the country in total yards as a quarterback. Like, you got to give him some type of props, but Tennessee, it's terrible what we putting out on the field right now defensively. It's not okay for us to be so poor in a half, and then the next half you're like, so what happened? Right? But my boys here, Dill and C2, know and have a lot to say on what happened. So before we even dive into what happened, opening thoughts, Dill. Let me get some opening thoughts from you on just how I talked from 21 to now, how it was really bad defensively. Then we got better. I still can't say this defense has ever been elite. I'm sorry. I'm not that guy that's going to sit here and be like, we're elite. No. I don't think so. I think we were very good. That's very different from being elite. Deal, opening thoughts on last night's game specifically. And can this defense, obviously they can't get it all fixed up before we get to this game Saturday night in Tuscaloosa. It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. But is there something that you can hang your hat on going into a football game like this?
Well, for me, not really. I mean, I'm not happy at all with how the defense played yesterday, and it's not even from a personnel perspective, to be honest with you. I'm just sick and tired of us getting teams into a 3rd and long scenario, a 2nd and long scenario, and then we get 10 yards of grass in between us and the receiver. That's play calling. That's not on Colton Hood. That's not on Ty Redmond. That's not on anybody. That's on play calling. There's nobody that you can pin that on. Prime Darrelle Revis couldn't make a stop right there. But for whatever reason, we have a guy in the box making $2.5 million a year that cannot figure out his job. That cannot figure out that we need to be setting the edge with our linebackers because it actually stops the run instead of safeties that are getting worse every year. I don't know what that's about. But most of all, I'm sick of coming on here every week and saying, well, it wasn't pretty, but we got the win. Because eventually it's going to cost us. What happened last year? We said that all year long. It wasn't pretty, but we won. Then what happened when we went to Columbus? We're staring at the same outcome this year if we don't change it right now.
I mean,
and we haven't.
Before Columbus, bro. I mean, take us to. I mean, there's multiple games we should have lost last year, and yeah. I'm still don't understand how we beat Alabama last year. I don't understand how we beat Bama. I understand Florida. That we lost to Georgia, Florida. Goodness, I mean, we got to get it right, and yeah. I think they can. I really do think they can. Last year, I knew we didn't have a fix. Like you can't fix an overthrow this time of the year. You know what I mean? C2, what about you? Opening thoughts and kind of forecasting into this week with Bama, is there something that we can hang our hat on?
So I do think we have a couple areas of our defense that are elite and have been for the past 2 years. For me, that's the edge and outside linebackers when it comes to pass rush specifically. But they're also good at stopping the run when we put them in situations to stop the run instead of a lot of the crap we saw yesterday. And then I think our cornerbacks are great. Our cornerbacks, if you let them play man, we get stop after stop after stop. The last touchdown, anyone who wants to, go back and watch the last touchdown that Arkansas got. We are down there in the red zone. We play man defense first and second down. We almost get an interception the first down. Second down, the guy's covered up, so Taylor just throws it out of bounds over his head. And then third down, we switch to deep zone with T-Lander, Turrentine, and I think Jalen McMurray, but not even really Jalen McMurray because he's covering the left side of the end zone. He's not supposed to be in that middle area. But because T-Lander and Turrentine are confused about who's supposed to be covering that middle part of the end zone, they get that touchdown. Again, because we're playing zone instead of man. And I've got clips that we'll go through today that just show how bad the zone is, where we have linebackers standing in the middle of the field covering each other, or both of them splitting out to the flats, or one of them splitting out to the flat, the other one rushing, leaving the middle of the field wide open. It's play calling. And then to me, for the past probably 3 years at least, the worst position group on our team has been safeties. If anyone has an argument for that in the comments, I would love to hear it, an argument against that. But for me, it has been the safeties. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get into the clips. But we've seen a regression in one of our young safeties that has come in that looked really good week 1 and week 2. And now he's starting to have the same bad habits. So I might have to eat some crow and apologize to someone that I've been on all year, because maybe it's a coach and maybe it's whoever is coaching up the safeties is teaching them these bad habits. And in my opinion, if you are the person responsible for coaching the worst part of our defense for 3 years, you should probably get on and go somewhere. And then we'll also get into just defensive play calling.
Man, y'all, as y'all are talking, I'm just reading the chat, and this feels like we are like the worst team in the SEC. That it feels like we 1-5 tonight, y'all. That's what it feels like, and that's not the case. And you want me to tell you why it's not the case? Because your team is dang good. This is a dang good football team, y'all. Like, this is a really good football team. And the problems are all fixable. But how can we get them to get fixed quick? I don't know. I think that I think things are getting better weekly. I do. There are portions of things getting better quickly. Or not quickly, I should say weekly. I think defensively, you get gashed again in the first half. But this game, it doesn't take you into the fourth quarter. You figure it out in the third quarter, right? Like, can we get that to the second? Like, because Tennessee tends to play pretty decent in the first quarter every single game we play in, whether that's think about this, y'all. Let's talk about it. You get into a drive, Arkansas's first drive, you get them into the third down. The first drive, third down. What happens? You play this soft zone and leave a curl. What else is he going to run there? It's curls and slants, people. If you've played or watched, and he didn't even throw an out route. Most of their third down conversions were curls and crossers. He threw one third down that was an out route, plus it was on minus side of the field. He threw an out route. I don't even think it was a third down. I think it was second down. That was the only out route the dude threw the entire night. If you look at the passing tree, like, It's not okay. And let's just go ahead and put the bird out in the room, and then chat. I promise I'm coming to you, chat, because y'all already know this is y'all show. And if we get to none of our points, that's fine. But the one thing I know we all are in agreement on and want to talk about is this. I don't lean on, now I will say this before I go into what I'm gonna say. I don't lean on the side of, if this didn't happen, we lose. I don't ever like that, because you can't really do that in football. Like, you can, but you can't, because you won the football game. You should have won the football game by two touchdowns. Let's just call a spade a spade. You had the game won by 17 points, and you just stopped playing. You stopped playing. But I hate to lean on the side where, like, if we would have did this or this wouldn't have happened, which is like what Josh Joseph said, talking about the turnovers, right? Defense is forcing turnovers. But the problem for me is we're forcing turnovers every single game, people, and not converting them into points. You can't do that. You can't do that. And what happens every single time, y'all? It's not that the offensive play calling is even bad. We shoot ourselves in the foot every time. It's a penalty. It's 5 yards. It's 10 yards. And then y'all know this, man. When we get behind the sticks, the drive is dead. It's over. The drive is dead. Like, we can do whatever we want to. The drive is dead. How, somebody answer me, one of y'all, I don't care who, how do we fix that? We got all the momentum on our side. All the momentum. You get a fumble. You get whatever. It doesn't matter what the type of, you get the ball back. And we do nothing with it because we shoot ourselves in the foot. Why? I don't know what's happening.
In this game specifically, it's been an issue all year. Don't get me wrong. In this game specifically, I understand the feeling, but I also think there were some really unfair breaks when it comes to some of the false starts that happened, where defensive guys were in the neutral zone. Just, you can go back and watch the play. They're in the neutral zone, and our guy reacts, and we get called for a false start. I don't know how you fix that particular aspect. I do think sometimes our offensive line can be a little jumpy because we've had so many people have to move positions around, and they're just trying to get off the snap and make the best play they can. So I think some of that could also be some of that. But otherwise, it's just when you have coaching that takes its foot off the gas anytime you get up big and momentum is swinging in your way, I think that bleeds down to the players. So you just had a big momentum swing. You just had a big turnover, and you're coming out there thinking, oh, yeah, we got this. We're about to go score. And you lose that mental edge. You lose that mental focus. Then it's a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm along those same lines. I mean, I'm never one to judge refs, but it does say a lot that it took 40 minutes for Arkansas to make a mistake. I don't know what that's about. There were a lot of calls that I disagreed with, but at the same time, what can you do? It's officials. It's the biggest problem in professional sports, right? But at the same time, you excuse those, and there's still no excuse why we let them have 14 points at the end of that game. There is no reason why we are not running the ball more. There is no reason why we are not trying to score late in the game. I don't know if the defense the last 2 years has spoiled Josh Heupel to where he thinks he can just run out the clock late in these games now or what, but it ain't like that no more, dog. You can't do that anymore.
No. Oh, man. It was a rough game. From the referee side, and y'all know me, man. I hate when we try to be like, well, the refs this, the refs that. Y'all, if that gives you a picture, and I'm just gonna tell y'all this now. If I'm Josh Heupel, I am telling my team all week, if you thought that was bad this week, you need to practice and play like there's not even referees out there. Like, because you're getting nothing. we will get nothing this week. Do you want to talk about a team in a place that's going to cheat you out of, if you are, that's why I'm telling y'all, if you get down there and you beat Bama, there's nothing else. There's nothing else that matters. Like, and I'm talking about beat them down, not like just win the game. If it's close, game over. I mean, you're not winning the game, I promise, because that's not going to happen. Alabama is not going to let it happen.
That's what was so frustrating last night, man, is because I never go in on the refs. I'll tell you they had a bad call, but I know their job is difficult. But last night, the whole game was bad calls. But what's frustrating about that is that was the fourth or fifth reason down the list of reasons why that game was close, and all of the reasons above that were us.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, again, had some big time drops offensively. Miles Kitselman, I love him to death, man. Play somebody else.
He's great when you can get him the ball and he's open, and he's good at blocking most of the time. But if you have to trust him to catch the ball through contact, it's not going to happen.
No, and isn't that what a tight end threat is? Catching the ball
exactly what a tight end threat
contact okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not an idiot and that I do understand what football is, because a tight end that's getting a little love tap should never drop the football. Never drop the football. Throw Jack the ball. Shoot, he was out there playing his butt off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that you got to be wide open for me to get you the ball, dog. I don't like that. Let's talk about something positive, y'all. Actually, before we hop into the positives and then we get back into some of the defensive stuff, the chat is off the chain. So let's see. Well, Church, what you say?
I wanted to respond to I Bleed Orange on a couple of days.
We'll get there. Cool. Church Disrupted. How are we going to fix this defense, fellas? Well, I think you just heard us. We don't know. Let's see. We play too much. We play too much prevent. We play prevent too much on defense. It's not prevent. It's really cover 2, cover 3. It's normal quarters 3 or 2. But what we're playing is too soft.
Yeah.
We're playing a cover 2 that looks literally like almost like you're playing a box and one in basketball. Like one person might be actually guarding someone and then everyone else is standing in one spot. That's literally what we look like. Let's see. Ryan in the chat says, "What's up, fellas? I'm done pouting Ruck. We ain't getting murked by Bama." No, I don't think we're. I just here's the thing. And I'm gonna say this. Y'all hear me say this tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow night's gonna be litty, man. My brother Stephen Cawley from Straight Up Alabama, which is a thing, believe it or not, y'all. He's gonna be joining the channel tomorrow evening. And I'm pissed off at him. So I can't wait for him to hop on here because he has been delusional all year, and now Alabama's actually giving him a reason to play into it even more. So y'all gonna hear me say this all week, though. I think Alabama is a great football team. Here's why. They have the roster is insane. You better be good. I still don't believe in Kalen DeBoer at all. I don't. I do think Ryan Grubb is allowing DeBoer to kind of just stand on the sideline in his black hoodie and look sad the whole game. I think offensively, Bama can be explosive. I don't think they really have been more explosive as far as plays downfield than Tennessee has. I would love to see that number. Passes beyond 20 yards downfield. Who has the advantage in that? I've watched Alabama play a lot this season so far. There are things that I like. There are a lot of things I don't like. I don't like for Bama that Jam Miller is a question mark on if he's going to play against Tennessee, because if he doesn't play, I don't like anything I've seen from their backup running backs at all. But against a Tennessee defense that's not been doing well against the run, I'm sure they are loving what they're seeing. So that's a matchup that I'm like, I don't know. I think Bama's receivers are good. This will be our best test defensively in the back end as far as receivers go, with Isaiah Horton, Jeremy Bernard. I hesitate to even put Ryan Williams in that category because he's just kind of out there at this point. Great tight end. Cuevas is a good guy on the tight end realm for them. And then obviously their quarterback, Ty Simpson. I think Ty Simpson is good, but I think he is getting a whole lot more eyeballs and attention because of who he's playing for. People saying that he should be in the Heisman race and all of these things. And I maybe I'll say that after this week if he goes out and does something insane and balls out. But I'm like, he's playing average at best, in my opinion. Like, he's throwing a lot of touchdowns. So is Joey. He's not turning the football over. So maybe that's why people are so high on him. I don't know. I like him. I like what he can do. But when he's pressured, man, is he very shaky at that point. I think Alabama's defensively, and y'all going to hear me say this, defensively, I think their front seven is soft. I'm sorry. I think their back end is what they're kind of being able to hang their hat on right now, as far as the defensive backs, holding a lot of teams to well under their season passing yardage total. I don't know what you can account all of that to. I don't know if it's that they're really that good or what. But I do think that Tennessee can have success running the football. And I still think that Joey Aguilar in this passing attack from Tennessee is going to have their chances. It's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game that over the last 5 years has become an actual rival again. You think that this isn't going to be a good game and you think somebody's just going to get dog walked. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think Tennessee is done with the dog walking. Like, I think they're done getting whooped by people. I like this matchup for both teams. I think Alabama can exploit a lot of things from our defense, and I think Tennessee can exploit a lot of things from Alabama's offense. I think this is going to all be about, can Tennessee handle the environment? Me and Dylan have talked about this all season, where Tennessee goes on the road and they look like the Bad News Bears. Like, they just forget who they are as football players, and it's very strange and it's unlike us. But it has been a characteristic of us under Josh Heupel, really. And so in this game, we played well 2 years ago, really well. And then what happened in the second half? It was a complete meltdown. Joe Milton couldn't get anything going anymore, right? And so I'm excited for this one. I'm not going to give y'all any spoilers or anything. I'll wait until tomorrow. I like a lot about this game for Tennessee. Except that it has to be in Tuscaloosa. And we'll dive more into that specific thing later. But keep going to the chat, Ryan. Thank you for that question. Defensively, from Matt, says, how we go from 24 to 25 defense, we still have talent. Yeah, I don't think the talent is the issue. Dylan just told you what the issue was. So statistically, we were dang good, if not elite, last year on D. What do y'all think?
We were very good, but I wouldn't classify it as elite.
We still had safety issues last year.
Yeah,
I think when you say elite, man, that word is like,
yeah. I'm thinking
Georgia
like
2022, bro. That was hey, bro, hey, deal. Now, Jeff, like, that's, brother. That is
yeah,
brother. That is crazy. Hey, I believe you, man. I agree with you. Milroe beat Alabama last year. Yeah, Milroe was so bad last year. He was so bad. Like, there's no way Tennessee wins that game if they had any type of competency, Alabama, that being last year. I Bleed Orange says, I'm afraid of playing Alabama offense next week. It could get ugly fast. I'm not afraid of Alabama's defense, so I don't think it will get ugly fast. That's my thing. Is like, score points, cool. Like, if we want to really make this a shootout, I think this is the game that could be that. Because y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think Oklahoma might be frauds.
I mean, Mateer did play hurt yesterday.
He gonna play hurt the rest of the season at this point.
I think playing a quarterback who's got an injured throwing hand is goofy when you're going up against a team hungry for their first win.
Dumb, right? That's just dumb. Yeah. 3 picks, 20 of 38. I mean, brother, you playing with your hand 17 days after, you think that you're just going to get better weekly while playing like, no, you're going to get worse. So, like,
you're going to throw 3 interceptions.
Exactly. Aaron says, someone tell Heupel he's not on the hot seat so he doesn't have to coach scared. Bro,
Yeah.
I don't know where it's coming from, man. I don't know where that's coming from him. Smashville Dad said missing Will Brooks this year.
Doesn't it feel weird to say we miss Will Brooks, who is a walk-on safety?
A walk-on. It was his second thing. I Bleed Orange says, and this might be for you, C2, what happened to 2021-22 Heupel? He never played scared. Now he plays conservative.
What happened is he had back-to-back years of Joe Milton and Nico. And so now, instead of continuing to be aggressive, he wants to lean back and rely on the defense. The issue is you can't lean back and rely on the defense, one, with the level of parity in the SEC these days, and two, with the type of play calling. You can't call conservative plays on offense and defense unless you're up by like 30.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
No. Vol guy says right here in the chat, our defensive line is our bright spot. We can always count on them to come up with something and not just give up, unlike our DBs. And I hate to say DBs as a whole, man.
Exactly.
It's one group that's really struggling, man. One group that's really, really struggling. I Bleed Orange says, I know a way to fix it. Recruit the best safeties in the country and corners. Well, I don't know if y'all saw, but I saw a freshman by the name of Sidney Walton come in and play football yesterday, brothers.
Yeah. It is not a talent issue at corner or at safety as far as physical ability and physical talent goes. We have great guys at corner. I don't know why people are lumping in the corners into this conversation at all, to be honest with you, unless you're specifically talking about someone at the star position. Sure. The rest of our corners have been playing great. They are put in awful positions on play calling. And then our safeties, just as a group, are not coached well. They are not coached to tackle well. They are not coached to pursue well. They are not coached to really do anything you would rely on a safety to do.
Let's show them some of these clips real quick, C2, while we're talking about the safeties, okay?
We doing the safety ones? Cool.
Let's look at this real quick. And here's what I got to do. I got to make sure I get all of these volumes down. But okay, so check this play out. Talk about it.
Okay, pause. Okay, so right here, we are bringing in our pressure from the left side of their line. So all of our linebackers, our defensive line, everything is on that left side. You've got I'm pointing, y'all can't see. But right behind number 23 or 83, whatever that's blocking our guy, you've got Farouk there as a safety, and he's supposed to come down and try and stop this run. And he takes a bad angle and then gets taken out of the play by getting kind of blocked in the back. So go forward a little bit. Right there. Now pause. Now he's out of the play. You've got our three defensive linemen here who are going to have to start chasing this guy, and you've got Turrentine coming over from the side here. And I want you to watch the terrified play here from Turrentine, who I swear must have been having flashbacks from when he got burnt to a crisp in the Georgia game, because all he does is escort this man down the sideline for 20 yards and fall down at his feet. He doesn't even make the tackle. Nope.
Tyree West makes the tackle.
Boom.
Tyree West makes that tackle, dude.
Yes. That is horrific safety play. And some of that, yes, is on Turrentine. Absolutely. On that play specifically, you could argue a large portion of that is on Turrentine because he just is too afraid to make a play there or attempt to do anything and literally just lays down next to the man as he runs past him. I don't know what that's about at all.
Going on to this one.
Show this next one. Okay, pause here. Okay, so they're running. The crease is right here in between their guard and their tackle. And you've got Turrentine coming up again here. And instead of doing anything, making any kind of move to try and shut off that lane, do anything, he's literally just going to run straight into the blocker. And not even really run. He just kind of walks into him. Like, just walks into him. And then pause again. The play calling here is also horrific, and I can tell you we are in a 3-deep zone for some reason, because if we were in man, number 3 is Redmond's man. Why is Redmond running 7 yards backwards when there's no one on this side of the field for him to cover? The man is covering a yard bigger than most of the houses that I see in Brentwood have. What is this play call? Why are we playing this 3 deep man on or 3 deep zone on 1st and 10? What is this? We know on 1st and 10 they're going to run the ball most of the time. So instead of having anyone behind Turrentine who isn't going to make the play, I can tell you that right now, we have guys running away from the football. I think I had one more. And this one will show you the regression I'm talking about in Farouk. Okay. So again, they're going to run that. You're going to see the gap open up, and Turrentine isn't reading it well. And then instead of trying to close in on the running back and make a tackle, he dives at his feet. And the reason I think that this is a coaching issue or an issue that Farouk is picking up by playing with Turrentine is you're going to see him do the exact same thing with the exact same tackle form with the exact same result 5 yards after Turrentine tries to make it happen. So here's the gap. He gets bled outside and then dives at his feet. And then there comes Farouk. Same tackling form, diving at the man's ankles. And of course, misses it completely. And you've got to rely on Colton Hood out here who's being blocked to be the one to come make the tackle when you had 2 guys unblocked who could have had a chance to make the tackle. That is both on those players, but it is also on the person coaching that position, because you can't have that same issue across the position group of the guys playing and it not be a coaching issue when you're recruiting these guys in, because it's either a coaching issue that you're teaching them to play this way, or it's a coaching issue that you're not starting your best safeties. It is one of the two things. And someone earlier in the chat asked if it's a Willie Martinez issue or a Tim Banks issue. Willie Martinez coaches our cornerbacks. So when you see Colton Hood out there making plays, when you see Ty Redmond out there making plays, that's Willie Martinez. When you see our safeties out there doing this, whatever you want to call it, that is Tim Banks. Tim Banks coaches our safeties and calls the defensive play calls. And guys, those were 3 clips of 7 I had from the first half showing off bad safety play. I didn't even make it to the second half because we can only have 10 clips on the show. And I had to save some of them to talk about our stupid zone that we call.
Yeah. Right here it says that's what frustrates me with this team. We should have won every game and by a much bigger margin. The ceiling is championship caliber. Man, I want to feel that. I want to feel it because they can be, but we're just not playing up to par, in my opinion. Backflip Spaghetti says I'm over sports thanks to officiating and ignorant fans. Yeah, real deal. Real. Hey, Matt says, but Dylan loves Kitzelman.
He used to. Not no more.
Not no more. Said Miles Kitzelman stepped up. That's what Slick said. I don't know.
He played well for large portions of the game. I will give you that. It is the only issue I have with him is him catching the ball through contact, which is what you're supposed to be able to rely on your tight end who's bigger than the guy trying to hit him to do. And he just drops it pretty much every time. But if you can get him going in a screen game or you can get him open, he's good. He's great at blocking. But he's just not that safety valve that you want in a tight end.
Yeah. Another issue is he's had missed assignments. He had some last night. He's had one in the Mississippi State game that was terrible. Joey got pressured, and there was – I don't remember the exact play. It's been 2 weeks, but Braylon or somebody was wide open on a fade route. And if Miles just picks up his man, it's 6. But
I guess I should say – Go ahead, Rugg.
I was going to just talk about Kitzelman on when Mike Matthews got the reverse. Kitzelman literally lunged at air.
Yep.
Like didn't block, like just lunged at the air. I was like, who are we blocking?
Casper.
I was like, what is happening here?
I guess I should say he's good at blocking when it's like a run block, like when we're doing a normal, like we're handing off to the running back, he gets some good blocks there. But in pass block, yeah, sometimes he misses those.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm with Slick on this, man. He says, I think we match up better with Alabama than Arkansas. What'd you say?
I'm going to hard disagree when it comes to our defense versus their offense.
Yeah.
I think overall, here's what I will say. And I think Alabama's offensive scheme is not going to give our defense troubles. It is the players within that can hurt us. Alabama's offensive scheme, dude, Arkansas actually has a really good scheme. Yeah. What they do with the read option.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that ain't good.
He's freezing. Okay, well, I'm going to jump in and say what I was going to say about our defense versus their offense until he comes back.
Back.
Oh, never mind. You're back.
You good?
Oh, good. Yeah, it looks like my internet like just dropped out. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, you good?
We can now, yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me fix this.
Okay. The reason, while you're fixing that, I'm just going to bring up the only thing I was going to say about that. The reason I don't think it's a better matchup for us defensively is because they like to attack the middle of the field. And if we keep calling the same play calls we've been calling, it's going to be major issues. It's going to be massive issues.
Now I'm back, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Another problem that I don't like is that Alabama loves to kill us underneath. They did it in Missouri. They've done it every game this year, really. They'll run it to the outside, and then they'll kill you underneath. Guess what? If Tim Banks brings that third and soft coverage, it's going to get us killed against Alabama.
Yeah.
All day long. They're going to kill us.
It's got us killed against everybody that we've played, right? Yeah. UAB. Like, let's just be real, right? But what I'm saying, like going back to what I was saying about the matchup as a whole, like it's the talent that's better now. I think Arkansas's offensive scheme is 10 times better than what Bama is going to show Tennessee on Saturday. Bama's not showing you anything. They're just it's straight pro style. It's nothing. It is so easy to stop. It really is. But their athletes are so good that will make it harder for our defense if we continue to play this soft. I ain't going to go to what I was going to say. Go ahead, C2, because you got to say something.
Well, I was just going to say, if it is easy to stop if you game plan.
Yeah.
It's easy to stop. We've played a lot of teams this year who have offenses that should be easy to stop. And we just, I can't wait for us to get into these clips, man, because some of them are just, I have no idea what we're doing. None.
They said Miller will play. We ain't that lucky. Yeah, I mean, if he plays after, they held Ryan Williams out for a game after a concussion, his looked pretty. Jams looked worse than Ryan Williams, in my opinion, right? I don't know. Maybe he will. What do y'all think about this Ty Simpson versus Taylor Green comparison? Who's the better quarterback?
I agree with that.
Taylor Green's better for sure.
Ty Simpson, he is good, but he's only good because he's efficient.
Yeah, it's the efficiency that he brings for them.
Taylor Green.
Sorry, go ahead, Dylan.
When you look at Taylor Green compared to Ty Simpson, he gives you a whole nother dimension with his legs. And Ty Simpson can run, but he ain't Taylor Green.
I mean, dude, can I just say this? 3rd and 9, we send the house and we get home, and Green just gets out of that and gets 18.
Got 16 yards, yeah. Bro,
I'm watching this in the stadium, people like, how did he do? Because y'all, I'm telling you, I don't know if he looks like this on TV because I don't remember watching it last year because it hurt me so bad. But watching him bro is not fast, but somehow he just gets out of the way.
Well, it's that Derrick Henry thing where it doesn't look like he's moving fast because he strides so long.
Dude. And the reason that play went for so many yards, T-Lander took a really bad angle.
Yes, he did.
Green may not be extremely fast, but he's faster than T-Lander.
Well, Corey, you're faster than T-Lander.
Yeah.
Brother, you go run a 40 against Jeremiah T-Lander. You probably neck and neck.
But the angle T-Lander runs is like he thought he was way faster. The thing I will say that Simpson may be better at than Green, and I would have to go look at some actual film. He may be better at going through his progressions and reading a defense, because there are multiple plays I went back to and watched where they were completions and they were first downs, but Green would have had someone open for like a 20-yard completion, potentially even touchdown downfield, if he would have looked past his second progression, and he just didn't. And it wasn't because he was rushed. He doesn't do that. But athletically, absolutely miles better.
Yeah. Let's see. Coach said, great teams don't make the same mistake twice. We're not great yet. yeah. I mean, you ain't wronging. Slick says, I think dog walking days in the SEC is over unless you're Kentucky. Ain't that sad, boy? Golly, they're bad. Slick then also says, I'm just happy our defense created turnovers. They've not had a problem doing that all year. Backflip Spaghetti says, we finally made the early playoff bracket facing Texas Tech.
I don't want that.
I wouldn't want to go to Texas Tech. Nah.
I wouldn't want to play Texas Tech at all if this is the play call we're going to have on defense.
Yeah,
they're
not
eat us alive.
But we also would score as much as we wanted to on their defense too.
Yeah.
Take the over in that game.
Smash the over. Backflip says we're not elite. Yeah, man. I mean, elite teams don't make the same mistake twice. And Missouri should have won. Yeah, Missouri, yes. The answer is yes. Elite to me is top in the country. Y'all make it sound like generational and elite teams are the same. Like elite. I said, Georgia 22 wasn't generational. Like them jokers were just dude, Jeff, like those dudes were different. And they were good for 22 and 23 because they won back to back.
Yeah. Elite to me has more than one first round draft pick on it.
Over the course of this entirety. Yeah. I mean, who went? So James went first round. Mm-hmm. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Omar went 55th in the second round last year, but
and then I think Kamal Haddon went like third or fourth.
Yeah.
Elite to me is a defense that's just all around good and not just good in a couple of areas. Last year we were good on the defensive line and we were good at corner, and we had Arian Carter. But if someone wanted to pass over the middle on us, they could.
Yeah. Talking about that OU game, Backflip said OU had no touchdowns. Yeah, no touchdowns. Texas's defense isn't the issue. It's just been Arch. And if Arch can play okay, Texas is going to win a lot of football games, bro. Like, if he can just be okay, bro, they're going to win.
Bro, the number of people that were online yesterday saying Arch proved the doubters wrong in that game. He threw for 160 yards and one touchdown.
Yeah, bro.
People act like he went out there and had like a 300-yard, 4-touchdown game.
That's just what
his defense led Texas to victory. Like, we got to stop saying a quarterback is the guy leading a team to victory when it's just not the case sometimes. Like, sometimes it's your defense.
Most of the time. Most of the time. Let's see. Man, bro, this chat is awesome. Hey, Jaden Perlotti needs to be on my football field, bro. Him and Harmon.
Ben Bolton, Jeremiah T-Lander, sit down.
Y'all can go to night-night. Y'all can go night-night. Jeremiah T-Lander can keep going to do that Hardee's commercial.
Yeah. He's a cheeseburger away from being a defensive end. Anyway. Sit him down.
Their service is about as fast as he runs, too, if you go there in the mornings.
Hey, Jaden Perlotti, he is – It's the speed, y'all. Jordan Burns, too. Jordan Burns got out of position a lot yesterday, and that's okay. I think he's got to play more reps, but, man, the sideline to sideline speed, they are getting there, boys. That's what we need. Ty Redmond had to table and stop trying to knock down tackle. Yeah, and he started tabling. He did. He started putting him on a shelf. He just started saying, hey, I'm not gonna literally try to kill this guy, but I do have to kind of get down and, make something shake here. So Matt said Green played well yesterday, senior stud. Yeah, Taylor, dude, he should be playing great by now. He plays, Bro, Arkansas, if they had any kind of talent outside of him, they would be very good. They're just not good. They're just not that great, I should say. Ryan said Turntine doing the mirror drill. Yeah. Said, I believe he's scared. Lamone says Turntine is a liability out there. Yeah, man. Backflip also says, thank you. This is both coaches and players. Tired of hearing it's just players.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the thing. Let's see. Slick says, I was scared to death when Joey was laying on the ground. Glad the air just got knocked out of him.
Yeah. Season's over if he stays down right
I was like, season's done.
Yeah,
it's right.
I'm just glad I'm glad that it didn't happen. Like, it's just ironic that it happened the week before Bama, right? So we're all like, man, this is over with. Game gets wraps, blouses.
Can we jump to the clips of our zone? Because Papa J, some of the defensive players, yes, but again, it's not the players that are the main issue. We do need some better players at some better positions. The issue is that we have those better players. They're just not getting put in the game.
Yep.
But let's go to this. This is the first 3rd and 6. No, this is not the first 3rd and 6 of the game, I don't think. I can't see over the comment.
It's 3rd and 6.
What's the time, though?
4th. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
quarter.
No, this is not the first 3rd and 6 of the game, but I want y'all to watch this. Go ahead and hit play. Okay, now pause. We've got no one on the right side of the line to gain, or sorry, left side on the screen, but when I say right, I mean correct side, other than our defensive linemen. We have our 2 linebackers standing near the power T who are guarding each other in zone, because for some reason we have 2 guys who on this play call are designed to be playing the same zone. Don't really know why. And then you've got one guy down here who was in zone, but he sees that this guy is going to be making a play. The issue is he's already backed up so much because we were playing soft zone on 3rd and 6 like it was 3rd and 25. And the out route there is open. I may be saying the wrong route. I don't know my route tree that well, Rocky.
Yeah, it was a speed out. Yeah, this speed out right there.
He's wide open. And the guy who's looking at him, my issue is the guy who's looking at him, and the reason I know it's zone is Arion Carter sees him, but because it's not his zone, he just keeps backing up. He just keeps backing on up like that guy's got a restraining order against him. And who comes for all the people coming up about the cornerbacks, who comes down and makes a play from 10 yards downfield to keep that from being a bigger play? It's Ty Redmond, our true freshman cornerback.
Yeah,
it's not a player or cornerback issue. It is play calling. There are players that are an issue. I'm not saying it is just a play calling issue, but when you want to look at the glaring, most obvious issue that if we fixed, a lot of the player issues could be dealt with, it is defensive play calling. Let's roll the next one. Good. I love this one. Pause. Okay. So bottom of our screen, we've got a cornerback in man, and then we have 3 linebackers standing in a row playing zone. We got 3 guys covering the same part of the field, covering zone. And we've got our other cornerback backing up. We've got a safety kind of sort of moving his way up and another safety kind of sort of moving his way up, but they aren't moving up towards the line to gain. You're going to see them be too slow moving up, and you're going to see them not get anywhere near the line to gain. And again, they're just going to beat the zone because we're only covering the middle of the field for some reason.
Wow.
And we're lucky that Taylon Green doesn't read past his first, because look at 88 there. You know good and darn well he could have got that ball past T-Lander to 88.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Next one. This is our 3rd and 6. So we have our cornerbacks. Both of our cornerbacks are playing man, and I can't tell if this is Jalen or not here. Second guy from the bottom of the screen, but he's also in man watching his guy. And then again, we have our linebackers, both linebackers playing zone in the middle of the field, roughly 3 yards away from each other for some reason. And the issue with this is if this receiver that's breaking at below their offensive line, if he's going to break out on this, it's going to cause an issue. You may think, well, we've got Colton Hood out there. It'll be fine. But Colton Hood's in man. If his receiver goes past that line to gain, he's not going to be able to cover that zone. Go ahead and hit play. And exactly what happens, his receiver goes past the line to gain, and we're in zone. We aren't actually watching our guy in zone because we're watching the quarterback while we're in zone. Just play man. You may be able to play zone with some linebackers the way that we're playing zone, but you cannot with ours. And a good coach would recognize that and stop calling the same thing over and over again. And again, guys, there are more clips that I could have thrown into this from just the first half that we don't have time for.
Yeah.
And Bill, Mr. Bama fan trying to troll in the chat, the reason none of us are talking to you is because you misspelled the word damn in your first comment talking about the Tide. D-A-M. You know what a D-A-M damn would do? It would stop the Tide. So it's kind of a waste of time at that point. Anyway,
oh, brother, it's going to be all
now.
week. I can't wait. It's going to be all week, bro, and I cannot wait. And I welcome it. Come on, Bama fans, please, any and all. You guys are the epitome of delusion, and I love it. I love it. I can't wait till my boy Steven gets on here. He will even tell you he's delusional. But I want to show y'all this. What do you think about that?
Fine with me. Can it happen? Can it happen this week?
No, not happening this week. But if so, that would be kind of wild. Y'all, I'm gonna try to get down here. This chat is going insane, y'all. Get me my Stogie Roll Tide. Give me my Stogie Roll Tide. I'm assuming that's how you said it, Bill. The Voltards are coming to Titletown. When's the last time y'all won one? I'll wait. Oh, 2020. That's right. It's been a long time for y'all, huh? Y'all sweating.
It's 5 years.
Man, you're not winning this year either. I can promise you. Let's see. Man, what is going on here?
Does he know a Stogie is specifically a cheap cigar? I mean, you in here misspelling 4-letter words. You in here talking about how you can't afford a nice cigar. Like at this point, man, you're doing this stuff to yourself.
The Alabama education system has made leaps and bounds over the last couple of years, C2. Just give them time.
Papa J says we have some players on D that are playing up to their ability. Problem is that we need more players with greater ability. I think that's the part about recruiting. This is why you cannot put all of your bread basket into the portal. The portal is going to help you quick, which is some positions for us that have been helped quick, correct? Corner is the biggest thing for us, right? I mean, Brazel at the receiver position, but he didn't help us last year. Let's just be honest, right? You're seeing 2 freshmen who have come up through the program performing. Is that correct, team? Am I at the receiver position, right? Braylon Staley, Mike Matthews. These are not transfer portal guys. These are guys coming up through the program. Kong, put in Viagra, DB soft. All right. Bill, yeah, wise choice. Can't talk it because no grounds to stand. What are y'all?
That's what you get
2 out of 3 last 3 years.
That's what you get when you smoke cheap stogies, man.
Y'all start praying. Y'all, good God. Y'all. Bill probably smoked those bubblegum stogies. Alabama scored 27 on Missouri. Bill, y'all better score more. That's the thing. That is my biggest key right now to the entirety of game. It's the fact that we're at her praising an offense of Alabama's who's not even top 10 nationally in points per game.
Yeah.
Tennessee is number 1 nationally in points per game. Number 6 nationally in total yards. You know what? I was going to save this for tomorrow. I was going to save this for tomorrow, but I'm going to give this to you now. Let me see. Where did I see find this today? Y'all keep talking while I find this.
Yeah.
So one of the positives, you were asking for positives about this Bama game earlier. I'm not going to go into any score predictions. I've got to see what the injury reports look like before I make any sort of decision on that. But Ty Simpson has not done well all year under pressure. And if there is one thing our defense is good at is getting pressure, especially getting sacks. We are second in the league in sacks. We're behind Western Michigan, but Western Michigan has played the likes of Toledo, Rhode Island, UMass, and Ball State the last 4 weeks.
Well, let me chime in. Let me chime in now because I'm going to give you Tennessee's national rankings as of today at 9 a.m. Tennessee, number 1 scoring offense in the country. Number 2 in tackles for loss allowed. Number 3 in first downs. Number 4 now in total offense. Number 7 nationally in passing offense. Number 8 in the country in sacks allowed. Number 10 in explosive plays. Defensively, the Tennessee Volunteers are number 1 in sacks. Number 1 in forced fumbles. Number 2 in fumble recoveries. Number 2 in defensive touchdowns. And number 5 in tackles for loss. And Alabama, because you can see on tape that we can't stop the run. And we're telling you we can't. There are things about this defense that will put you in a blender. If we are getting to the quarterback, how are points going to get scored? I don't know if Ty Simpson's got popped all year. Like pop.
He got popped a few
FSU.
times.
Yeah.
Well, he got popped a few times against Missouri too, like once or twice, but nothing like he's going to experience. Let Tyree get his hands on him.
Hey, Bill left pretty quick, my boys. Look, everybody went after Bill. He gone.
Got the attention he wanted.
He did, and he bounced out quick to go smoke his bubblegum stogie, like my boy said. Y'all listen, man, we got to wrap up tonight. I got to get out of this. I got to get out of this house. But tap in with us tomorrow because, y'all, I'm telling you, tomorrow night we might go till 10 p.m. Who knows? Because I got my man Stephen Cawley, one of my great friends from straight up Alabama. He going to come in and talk about this game. Talk about this game with us. Tomorrow's going to be a little different because we're going to have Stephen on for most of the show, probably around 45, 50 minutes, and just chop it up about this football game. All Alabama fans, I'm telling y'all this right now, all Alabama fans are very confident, and they should be because of where and when this football game is being played. Outside of that, Tennessee got every chance. They got a chance. I mean, the game is 0-0 until it's not. And I think that this team can make adjustments. I think Heupel's got to, I'm just going to say it this way. Heupel's got to drop his nuts this week, man. Like, it's really that simple. Offensively, we got to drop our nuts and go play football. Be aggressive all night. We need to be aggressive all night. I'm talking like pressing them, making them feel like, oh, my gosh, we have not seen this on tape. I don't care if it's the same formation. Press them. Put them in a blender. Do things that we know that this offense is capable of. And the defense continue to bend. You're going to bend. You're going to have to bend against a great offense in Alabama. But continue to not break. That's what we're doing right now. This is true bend, don't break. This is true bend, don't break. Because we bend, and then we're like, we got the ball. But when we get that football back, we got to have points this week. So, y'all, tap in with us tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, right here on YouTube and Facebook. Got my guy Stephen Cawley from Straight Up Alabama joining us. It's going to be a loaded night. We're going to have the boy. Everybody's joining. I mean, it's going to be a loaded night. So, y'all get ready. Sleep good tonight because tomorrow night you're going to need it. It's going to be a fire night. But, boys, y'all got anything else, man, before I wrap?
Vols.
Go Vols.
Hey, I love it, man. For C2, for Deal, man, it's your boy Ruck in the building, y'all. Thank y'all for the love and the support. We'll see you live tomorrow night right here. Same place, different time, 8:30 Eastern. Can't wait to hang out with y'all, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. It's Bama Hate Week, baby. It's Bama Hate Week, and we finna have a party all week, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. If you think tonight, Bill didn't even give you the appetizer, y'all. He gave you just the happy hour drink. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow you might get an appetizer and you might get your little salad. You might get your salad.
Right.
But the week we just gonna keep stacking days. So I can't wait, man. Y'all have a great night. See y'all tomorrow night right here live on YouTube. Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We out.